Hey everyone, Ivy Gaming here, and today we're playing Dragonheir Silent Gods. And well, I woke up to notice that they turned on the first event for summoning that's different than the main one that we start with. And I wanted to give a big warning about these events because there's some fine print you might not notice, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about the options for summoning. So the reason for this video is because I wanted to warn people that the banners don't let you double dip, right? So let's just click summon details down here, which is hard to see. So okay, we have a new banner popping. There's an increased chance of getting a certain legendary hero or epic hero of your choice that you put in for your blessed hero, which I will pop up and we'll talk about that too. So it's still the same chances like the other banner for the main Heliolite die summons. There's 3% chance for a legendary, 17% chance for an epic, 80% chance for a rare. But here's the guarantee. The guarantee is at 35 attempts, just like before. Epic heroes every 7, you're guaranteed an epic. The guaranteed number of each summoning event is calculated independently. So this sentence is the most important. I'm very glad that they are being a little more transparent with that. They did not say that last season, and people were really confused because they were going past 35 summons and not getting a legendary, and they didn't know why. It was because they swapped between 2 different banners, and they had people really distrusting the game because they're like, no, it says 35 and I did more than 35. This game's lying. I'm like, I swear they're not lying. It's just you did something. And then come to find out, the guaranteed summon is separate, which they did add in the fine print. So they are giving us the details. At the end of the day, they are. But to be fair, this summoning details button could really be moved up here where we could actually see it, because it's really annoying having this global chat stuff and you could barely see it. Oh wait, and you can't even see it because it's behind me. So right next to me here, summoning details is what I'm clicking. Sorry, here it is, like you can't see it. Oh no, you really can't see it. I'm blocking it. But yeah, that's the button I'm talking about to see the details of the event. So same thing, this is the standard banner for Heliolite die, but it happens to have a bonus event going along with it. So that's this right here, but this has nothing to do with the bonus event. But the banners are separate for pity, and that's really important. So if you're not popping a ton of Heliolite die like I am, because I carried over my content creator perks from last season, because for me this is more like a season 2 than a season 1. I'm on a season 0 account, so this is going to be my little I feel like a Kraken account. I'm going to get my content creator perks here, all my bonuses for doing the videos that they request, hitting the subs or the views or the whatever the hell it is. That's gonna all go to this account. So this is gonna be my fun account that feels like I spend a lot. But most people are not gonna get 54 out of 80. And I'm just gonna be completely honest, guys, this 80 thing is not possible unless they dramatically change or give us a ton of rewards along the way in the next 25 days that we're not expecting. This is not possible without spending. So this banner is great, but not necessarily obtainable. So keep in mind that if you're trying to hit toward your 80 to guarantee a bonus legendary, and you switch to this banner, it's not counting anymore. Also, if you started to work on a pity, let's say you summoned 20 and you got no legendaries, and you summon 20 over here, you might still get no legendaries, even though you passed that 35 mark, because the pities are separate. So let's take a look at this event while we're here. Let's talk about it. So Celestial Alternate Summons. This is a blessed hero event. All right, so let's come over here. So we're clicking around. I'm blocking a couple. Let me go in the middle. So as the event starts, you can choose any legendary hero of the event to be blessed. If the summoned legendary hero isn't the blessed one, after obtaining the blessing, the chance of the blessed one will be increased. So chances increasing rule. After summoning a non-blessed hero, the chances of obtaining a blessed one will be increased to 2 times, then 4 times, then 10 times, then 20 times the initial rate. So when it comes to this banner, you don't want to pull on this banner unless you really want one of these specific legendaries and you're really trying to boost that one hero. So let me take a quick look and decide who would I want to pick from this list. I had to check all them and make sure I remember their names, but at the end of the day, there is some interesting heroes here. Now, I really like the support of, I think, Tauren and Laurenthiel. They might be my top picks. This guy, I have heard so much about. Why can't we click his... This doesn't pop up, does it? Crap. We can't pop up with their faces, though. And just, unless we go here really quick. So, I remember seeing Ergander in a ton of content. I feel like every poison team that was super endgame had this guy in there. So he makes me curious because he's also a tank. Decrease attack, poison damage, ultimate energy, taunting. But honestly, there's so many good poison tanks that I don't think he's needed. So I think out of this batch, like Laurenthiel and Tauren are really strong for supports. And they really enable, like he enables a rally team. And then he's, of course, just a support overall that can kind of be used everywhere. Really interesting, adding invisibility, debuff immunity, etc. I think personally, I would probably go with Tauren. I really like him. And personally, I'm going necrotic and ice instead, which I'll show you guys after this. At the end of this video, I'll show you guys what I switched my team to. But personally, I think this guy I like. But pick what you like. Pick what you're choosing to synergize with. And this is the time we can test people. But again, is this really worth picking on? I don't think so. Like, this is cool and they're great and all. But I don't think they're like so top tier that you're like, oh my god, I have to have them. Because this banner has the full pool of heroes. In this, you're going to be trying to get one of the ones listed, and that doesn't include some of our favorites like Flora, Vitar. They're not here, but you can pull them here. So if anything, I might say just stick to the basic banner for 90% of people, because you're not going to be able to guarantee anything on this banner. And if you start splitting up your pities, you're going to get messy. Like, unless you literally hit one legendary here, then you switch the banner so you know you're at a fresh pity, and you know you have plenty of time to get 35 more die to do this, and you're still not going to waste your chances here. Like, it's kind of weird, right? It's hard to explain. But I really wanted to talk about that, because I just want people to be very clear that these are separate as far as hitting 35 to guarantee yourself a legendary every time. And, Who's and also it's separate regarding, yeah, this does not count toward the 80 total. They're two different events. So that's something to think about. You also have to think about what's coming up. So if we go to our event banner for upcoming events, let me put myself back in the corner. You can see what other ones are coming. Now, personally, I love this character, and I actually decided to change my account from focusing with Flora and the wild people, even though I know Flora is amazing. I'm having fun. I switched to Necrosis because I was really enjoying the characters that I picked. Zarloth, holy crap, he smacks. He's so good as an epic. Oh my god, he's doing more damage than my legendary. And I really liked the team, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna stick to this. I switched the team just over to farm the fire dungeon for my wild people, and then instead I ended up wanting to keep the necrotic team. But this character is just so freaking cool. I really love her, and she sounds like she's gonna be absolute top tier for a summon team, which is what I decided to roll with for this first team for this season. I really want Premsta. I want to say sta, but the S is after. How the hell do we say this? Premsa. That's really hard for my American tongue. I'm sure some wonderful European accents can say that name so much better. But she sounds amazing, so I'm personally tempted. I'm really tempted. I really think she's insane, and I really want her. So because I know I will get more summons, and I'm willing to use my Wormaro here for summons that I have from the season settlement and everything, I might be willing to pull on that other banner, even though I probably shouldn't. But yeah, I really like the idea of trying to get her. I don't know if I'll get lucky or not, but I also don't want to waste my chance to get the 80 summons here. So I have to decide. If I do that, I'm risking my ability to hit the 80. So if I do that instead, I might not get this, and I might have to spend in order to get it. So like, you kind of just have to weigh your odds and understand that this game is free to play friendly in many ways. So even though I'm talking about like you can't get this unless you spend or you carry over summons from previous seasons. That is true. It's based to make it sound super pay to win, but at the end of the day, the epics and rares are amazing in this game, and that is what makes this game extremely free to play friendly. People just need to look at it from a little bit of a different perspective. Like honestly, this guy here, Zarloth, is better for me so far than this guy. I just unlocked, I have to put the artifacts. That's not affecting his damage at all. This is just a accuracy and HP, not affecting his damage. He is doing so much more damage. So much more damage. And this was before I put him to 3-star rank. I couldn't believe it. Him and Voresh are going toe to toe with who's doing the most damage each round. And then this guy's a little bit down the notch usually. It's just really interesting. And look at my attack. Excuse me. My attack is probably different now. Yep, more attack on this guy than this guy. And I'm still like, it's not much different. So it's baby gear at the end of the day, right? And I could not believe how much better he's doing. He is an absolute monster. And look at guys, my 2 best damage dealers on my team are considered support. Support. So don't let the word support fool you. I'm actually going to be putting out a video about the types of heroes today regarding support, wild, summon, rally, all of that. And then the elemental synergies and how to really take advantage of that best. That's going to be a video for later, but I wanted to get this video out as soon as possible to warn you guys about the summons. Plus, I thought it'd be fun to quickly show you what I'm doing. Yeah, I just did more summons yesterday during my live stream, so I will post those too as a video. But my goodness, we have so many videos popping. I'm also working on my ultimate beginner guide to update my one from before because it's mostly the same, but I do want to quickly change a couple comments. Like, I feel differently about the attributes for your main character now, and there's just a few other things I want to talk about and show things with the new season changes. So I'm excited. I am having fun. I did take advantage of, just another quick tip before we close this video, I'm taking advantage of this event right here, and you should too. 4 days left for me if you started day one, on the 19th at least. And you can just reset heroes. So like, if you need to farm the fire dungeon and you're using a fire team, good luck. This is a hard dungeon. But farming stage 2 is fine at these first few days. Don't feel stressed if you can't go higher. It's hard. Just farm stage 2. I can farm stage 2 with my necrosis team very easily. And luckily I can farm stage 2 of the ice and necrosis dungeon with this team, even with the disadvantage on stage 2, because this team is so good. I'm loving my team. I'm having fun. And yeah, just try to take advantage of that. You could reset heroes, go farm something, reset them back, go farm something else during this period, and kind of take a moment and test which heroes you actually like. How are things synergizing together? Like for me, I have 2 summoners. Maybe that's not enough. Maybe I want 1 more summoner in the team. But do I really boot Voresh to get 1 more summoner? Maybe. Depending on the board, maybe. Depending on the battle. I don't know. So that's kind of the thing I'm having fun with and experimenting with. But it's been a joy so far, and I'm absolutely loving the new characters. I am loving the graphics, and I'm really looking forward to starting my free-to-play series. So stay tuned for a video coming out. I have a collab later with the guys talking about the new free-to-play series, and you guys can join us on the 25th for that. So all the details will be posted soon. If you're not already in my Discord, be sure to join me, because that's where all the big info will officially be posted. So that's all for now, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Started off as mostly a summon tips, but a little bit of a check-in as we progress our accounts. I really wasn't planning to play my account like hardly at all, but this account's fun so far. So I might play both accounts properly. We'll see. I don't know. I love it. So I'm really enjoying the game, and I hope you are too. And I'll see you in the next video.